Sharda, shall I start? Jai Shri Mataji, everyone.
Yes, Didi. Good morning and Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Thank you for joining. So, today we have Anu Didi who will be leading us in the meditation. Over to you, Didi.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning. Thank you for everyone to join in. Let us collectively bow down to Shri Mataji. Collectively raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan. Let us now sit on the ground for those who are able to sit on the ground, cross-legged, and take Sri Ganesh mantra. Om Swami Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Muladhara chakra has 4 petals. So we will say the mantra 3 more times, keeping our attention on the Muladhara chakra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now we'll take symbolically our right hand towards Mother Earth and left hand on the lap And we will take our attention onto the left channel and pray to Shrimadaji. Shrimadaji, by your grace, please cleanse my left channel. Please cleanse my Iranai. Now we will take our right hand onto the lap, left hand towards the sky, and pray to Shrimadaji. Shrimadaji, by your grace, please cleanse my right channel, my Pingalanam. We may bring up both our hands on the lap and get ready for foot soak. So today's meditation theme is the void. Sharda, let's bring the picture back for the void. Yes. So we have the 10 gurus over here, and we are going to work on our void. So let us first take the Samudra Devta mantra and vibrate the water, requesting the sea to cleanse our void. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. So we are going to do foot soak with the candling. I have my candle over here. Sharda, can I be shown for a second?
Yeah, sure, Didi. I'll stop sharing.
No, me.
Yes.
Can yes. So everybody can see this is the central navi. We go from central navi to our left void first in the clockwise, clockwise direction, the figure of 8. The figure of 8 is the omega. That's how the void is cleansed. So we go from the central navi up to the left upper void, up to the left lower void, coming to the central navi back again, going to the right upper void, right lower void, coming back to the central navi. So this is the omega, the figure of 8. That's how the void is cleansed in the foot soak. So we will be taking Sri Guru Mantra 10 times in the foot soak. So I hope everybody is able to, get along with me. So it is the figure of 8. That's how the void and the Ekadash here gets cleansed. So thank you. Let's have the Guru picture back again, please. So I'm going to dip my feet in the water 10 times Sri Guru Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adiguru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now we may continue to keep the candle or switch off the candle. Either is fine, but we will wash our feet, put away the foot soak on the side by giving it a bandhan. And we will listen to the talk of Shrimataji on attention.
Yes, Didi. Just switching between the talk.
Now let us see what are the states of attentions are. Either your attention would be a cunning attention.
Didi, is the audio audible?
Yes, it is very nice.
Anything you see from a cunning angle. Many people develop that in an ego-oriented society. And moreover, if you are sort of possessed by cunning bhoots, then God save you and save others. Like the cunning attention would be that anything you see, you start thinking, what advantage I can take out of this? How much money I can save, you see. It's very, very quick. It would be cheaper this way. If I go by this way, I'll save some time. You see, save pounds, save time, save everything and save your own self. So just to save, you are going on. The attention becomes cunning when you try to save money. Save here, save there, with your own calculations. But if you try to save the money spontaneously, actually there's nothing to be tried, just it happens that you save. But the cunning attention tries all the time to be smart about things. It argues, it gives explanations. Is it better? These days it's such a cheap thing that you go mad, really. Like I had a ticket to go to America. I said, don't give me an expensive ticket, first class, or I'll go buy a cheap ticket. So they gave me a ticket of such a kind that I would never have come back to London, at least for a year. And I would have lost in that American English, actually, somewhere. So it's so much I've worked out, this into that, into that. That kind of a horrible attention is useless. Leave it. Forget it. With that saving also, I have not seen anybody becoming rich. Like I want to go and buy some paint. So we buy some paint, then they think, all right, if we bring it back, then how can we return it? What should we do this, that, nonsense? All the time the mind is on that level. I'll give you an example. The other day, we got some paint to paint the glass. See the subtle sort of it. You see in the gross there's a subtle indication. And the paint was brought. And then it was worth nothing, 80p or something, all right. I mean, I can afford it. So that's why I bought. If you can't afford, don't buy. So they said, now we should return. I said, but why? Now it's come out, now go and return. You spend so much petrol going there. If you want to calculate also, it's stupid and the time will be wasted. No, but mother, you see, ultimately we save 2p. I said, all right, now I'll save a lot of money, and I'll show you how. I took that paint and painted many things which looked like glass or which was stone-like, and the whole thing looked so beautiful. So the mind that is destructive is only calculating. If you have such a mind, know yourself that you have to get rid of that kind of a calculation. Cheap things you should just give. Keep in the setting. You should not be, of course, overindulgent, but you should not be also going for all the time for this kind of a calculation, because you are wasting your important awakened attention, which very few people have in this world. Must know that you are realized souls. You are not ordinary, mundane type of people. You are special people, and you are not to waste your attention in useless calculating money, P and this and that. Let's go ahead. What happens? Let's see. I never calculate, you know that, but I live very cheaply. And you can also do that. This attention, cunning attention, is also very fussy attention. Here it starts saving money. And then there it is in the evening, it must drink. So all the saving of P goes into the gutters of drinking. Just think, the sum total of such a personality is what? So this mentality has to be controlled, especially for ego-oriented people are extremely calculating, most surprising. But the people like Indians who are not calculating are not so rich. They are very generous. They always have money for Sahaja Yoga. I've had never a problem of money with them. Never. Because they are not so calculating. To them, to do for others, not for yourself, but for others. To spend for others. If they have come to our house, all right, open your heart. Now this is the time to spend. Not for drinking and self-indulgence, but for the indulgence of doing for others. That's their practice and tradition. So, in this respect, you have to take to that tradition. Oh, they have come, let's spend now. What can we do? This is the main thing one should understand. Those who are mostly self-indulgent are extremely miserly people. So the attention which is cunning is the worst attention, because you see, cunningness also cheats yourself. It is cunning with you. And you think, oh, I've been smart enough, you see, I've saved 2 people. But you have lost your soul. You are no more a Sahaja Yogi. I'll give you an example. I told somebody that keep the van down there, go by train. This van seems to be a horrible van. And there was a lot of, you see, explanation with both the fingers going on like this to me, you see. And I got so fed up with the bombshells coming on me that I said to go ahead. And the thing fell. And the thing got spoilt or whatever it is out of order now. So they had to do what I was telling them. Without the bombshell, if they had listened to me, it would have been all right. So your attention should not be on saving material things and worldly things and all that, but attention itself must be saved. Ask a question, where is my attention? I've seen in the program, some people are concentratedly listening to me, but some people cannot. Some are concentrated for a short while, and some get disinterested after some time. Some are looking there, some are looking there. So how much attention you have saved is the only concern of a Sahaja Yogi. Forget about others. They are all garbage cleaners, you see. Forget about others who are not seeking, who are not of your quality, but you are a quality. Now what do you have to save? For example, somebody is a king. He doesn't bother of 2p being saved. I don't know, Baba, these days. I can't say definitely. They must be also doing that kind of a thing, you know. But what is he bothered? To save his grace, to dignity. But for a Sahaja Yogi, the most important thing is you must save your attention. It's called as Chitta Nirodha. Nirodha, saving of your attention. Where is it going? It's such a precious thing for me. Where is it running? Then how do you save your attention? Is through concentration. Concentrate. Try to concentrate. Don't allow your attention to wobble. Gradually, you will develop concentration. You can watch my photograph It's the best. Concentrate. Bring it in your heart. Let it be integrated in your heart. You are lucky people. You don't have to build up a photograph and then give it up because it is just a avalambana, means it's just a dependence, and then you remove it. It's a complete dependence for you and a load for me of complete joy. So when you are concentrating in Sahaja Yoga, absolutely fully in Sahaja Yoga, then you are controlling, saving your attention one. This is one type of people. Then the another type of an attention, what we call, are the people who are sort of take a very negative attitude. The first are the positive, so-called positive, who are saving money, saving everything. That is useless. Now the second type are the archbishops of all that is disaster, misery, mishaps. This type of an attention. If you read newspaper every morning, you will have attention like that. All the newspaper people have that kind of an attention, to find where is the disaster. I mean, in a sinister way, they feel happy there's a disaster. I've seen people, oh mother, I came to the seminar, but the problem is, you see, there was no water. The attention is in finding disasters, within and without. What happened? There's a disaster. What happened? I lost a pin. Absurd to have such stupid ideas. They will cry and weep and make everyone miserable. Oh, I'm so miserable. What? My husband doesn't talk to me. Or my child is not with me. Such people are extremely self-indulgent as far as their relationships are concerned. They make everyone like that. Oh, the person didn't talk to me nicely, and he was this way and that way. They feel hurt at the slightest touch. And by that, they think they are saving their emotions, if not the material thing. Such people are very frightened people to talk to anyone. And anybody says nice things also, they get a friend. Like this, they'll frown. The reason is they do not know what they have to save. It's not their emotions at all. There's no need to save your emotions. You are protected. What does it matter if somebody says anything to you? You are above there. Nobody can touch you. You are wasting your attention all the time by trying to save your emotions. There's nothing to be frightened of anyone. Because somebody is going to say something harsh word, that's why you don't want to do something. Such compromising people, so-called, have not understood Sahaja Yoga. There is no compromise in Sahaja Yoga at all. It is just like a diamond. Diamond will remain a diamond, whatever you do. It's forever and ever. It's like that. So one has to understand that the attention should not be allowed to drift into this kind of an indulgence, which is of a drunkard. That they are the most miserable people, the drunkards are. Just imagine. They'll be always crying, weeping, and people would think they are very miserable. So what you have to save at that time is your attention from such indulgence into useless expression of your fear about your emotions. The third one is a very horrid, idiotic one. The idiotic one comes from the second type, where the person is emotionally indulging. That is the A of the third. And the B of the third comes from the first type, which is stupid. So we have two types of people. One idiotic and another are stupid. But in Indian language, there's only one word, especially in Marathi, is murkha. They don't, for them both categories are the same, as if the circle meets at the same point. I mean, English language in some ways is good, at least it differentiates between the murkhas. Like they can be stupid or they can be idiotic. You see, because of psyche being so confused here, that psychologists have brought out, some are schizophrenic, some are idiots, some are stupid, some are donkeys. So, the third type, is the worst, is most frustrating for me. They'll stick on to me like leeches, they'll be saying stupid things all the time. Just can't bear an idiot, isn't it? They can bore a person. I mean, all sorts of this put together is called as murkha. So I don't want to analyze it, it's a bit too much. So that kind of an attention you have, then you better keep quiet. Don't talk. Just listen to others what they talk, what they say. There are some people who will just go on talking, irrelevantly, uselessly wasting their energy. And such people are always friends of the cunning. The cunning and such people go hand in hand. Because the cunning wants to befool someone and the fool wants to be befooled. Like a king will have a jester. It's like that, you see, these combinations work out. So for such people, the best thing is to keep quiet, preserve all their attention, all their energies just for cleansing. All this idiocy will pass away very soon if you try to preserve yourself. Don't talk. Don't say things which are stupid, which are idiotic. Just keep quiet and watch others. Sometimes such people can become very great vehicle of God's power. But if they do not take to stupidity and idiocy. This is the type of people, three types I would say. But the fourth type are the people who lead a life of concentration. I mean, a person who is working very hard, say in the office, is a very remarkably successful person, and is this and that and that and that and that, is also very concentrated. Somebody who works very well anywhere with a concentrated mind is concentrated. A housewife who looks after her husband and children is very concentrated. And a husband who looks after his family and his things very in a concentrated way. They know how to paint well, they know how to do things, and their hands are deft and they know everything. But such people can have a very immobile attention, very immobile, like plastic. Or you can call it like rubber. At the most, to improve on it, we can say, like some of the things I've seen which you use for damp proofing. See, you just apply it, after some time it's just parched into it. They just can't get out of it. They just can't. They can't enjoy anything. Unless and until you show them a file, you can't talk to them. You see, if you have to talk to such a person, better take a file before you. And before starting, you put the file before. If it is on the file only, they will see. But if you talk, they said, make a file. Very parched. And they cannot enjoy life. There's no mobility. They cannot be creative. They can be creative only as far as their style is concerned, but not the creative of the joy. So that kind of concentration is there. Concentrated effort people put in. Like there are people who are fanatics. They are very concentrated in their effort, extremely. That's how all these religions have spread, like Christianity, Islam, Hinduism and all that, because they had a concentrated effort of fanaticism. Concentrated effort. If you read the letters of Paul in the Bible, you will see the concentration of it. You go there and you go there and establish a church and do this and what have you done. Very organized, very systematic, absolutely moving like a belt on a machine. And they all the time have that after effects of that movement. Charlie Chaplin has shown in his picture Modern Times. I used to enjoy that very much. That used to tie up a belt, you see, standing for about an hour. And then after some time, when he was released of the job, he used to go on like that. That kind of an attention. That is concentrated means stuck onto something. It's not that. It's not penetrating. Because if your attention doesn't become by concentration subtler and subtler, then it is not that, but it is getting stuck. And the stuck attention is of no use for Sahaja Yoga. Such people, I do not know, will never be saved perhaps. So-called successful. They'll go with all their badges, everything. And God will say, go back, gentlemen, you are not yet been passed through the customs. There is another organization which works much faster, much smarter way, and a very specially efficient thing. So these people will be just stuck people. Now there are fourth type of people which are concentrated. They're intense, deep. They penetrate because they are living minds. They are not dead, parched minds. They have living mind. They penetrate. I watch sometimes. I ask some people, what do you think of a particular person? Immediately I know what they talk. If they just talk in a mundane way, he's a fine person, he's a bad person, this thing, that thing, then I know what it is. Very superficial, shallow. But a person who sees the possibilities and the potentialities of its awakening and the problems a person is facing, then I know that he is the one who has that concentration into the subject. And the subject of Sahaja Yoga requires the maximum penetration. Because Sahaja Yoga, if you have understood, I don't know if you have understood or you are aware of it or not, but is learned through experience and through nothing else. You have to experience and then believe into it. It is not that what I told you is a conditioning on your mind, nothing. You experience it yourself and learn. But those who have that penetrating intelligence, who have that penetrating love, emotions, and those have that penetrating movement of their understanding, they are the one who experience, learn, experience, learn, experience, learn. They do not allow their mind to play on them. No, no, no. This mind of mine has got experiences of the past and is based on that. No, I have to take every day a new experience. And that experience must be silenced within me, must be sustained within me, must be conditioned within me. Sahaja Yoga experiences are the good conditionings. How can it be? I have seen it, I have faced it, I have had it. How can it be? But for that also to have the best experiences, first condition is afrutambhara, pragya, where you should be of that level that you really get those experiences. Otherwise you will be just a mundane type of person all the time. And you may live with me, but you will not have those experiences. You will not have that blissful feeling, nothing, that joy. So this penetration starts by your meditation and sustenance of the meditation and the samadhi seed sprouting, manifesting the new dimension. This sort of an attention one has to develop by watching the attention, chitta. As you watch your money, as you watch your road when you drive, as you watch your child when it is growing, as you watch the beauty of your wife or the care of your husband, all put together, you watch yourself, your attention. Where is it going? Where is it lagging behind? What is happening to my attention? Such people have no problems. You'll be surprised that such people, when they want to do something, it becomes dynamic. They can work it out. Nobody has any problem. And if there is a problem which you are facing all the time, and you know that there's something wrong with you, something is wrong with the instrument. If you don't have a tin cutter and you start using a knife to cut a tin, it doesn't work out, then you'll say the tin is something wrong with the tin or something wrong with you. No, it's wrong with the instrument, and that instrument has to be correct. When the instrument is all right, after all, with all the powers you have, with all the blessings you have, and the source of power behind it, everything should work out. It should work out. You have had experiences of things working out. You have had experiences of many of miracles happening before your eyes. But still the attention has not settled down with those experiences. Still gatanubhavas means the old experiences continue. Old identifications continue. Still continue with that. And the filth of that is still on your being. Change everything. Become a fresh new person. You are blooming out as a flower, and then as a tree, and assume your position. Assume your position as the Sahajogi. So this attention must be brought round. You judge yourself, where is your attention? And what is the point of understanding? What is the measure of understanding? It's very simple. I have to be pleased. Because if I'm pleased, then you have done the job. But I cannot be pleased by mundane things, by any arguments with that, but only by your assent.
Jai Shri Mataji. Now we will be silently meditating for some time.
Sharda, shall we conclude?
Yes, Didi. Jai Mataji, thank you all for joining. Does anybody has any questions, suggestions?
Jai Shri Mataji.
Yeah, Jai Shri Mataji,
Thank you for
Bhaiya.
your, thank you for your beautiful meditation session, the beautiful vibration.
Thank you, Bhaiya. I hope you felt good.
Yeah. So there was no candle treatment today.
Yeah, so we did candle treatment Bhaiya on the void and we did the foot soak. So do you have any questions for Anu Didi there? So
Um,
Patty is recommending that thanks so much beautiful vibrations. Thank you, Patty Auntie. It's you all who bring these vibrations and this collectivity.
okay. Maybe I've
Yeah,
joined
Bhaiya.
late.
Yeah, Bhaiya, go ahead. You
I've
were asking something? Yeah.
no, no. I just I've joined late. That's why I was not sure about the food soak and the candle treatment. That's why I asked. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bhaiya. Jai Shri Mataji. Does anybody
No.
has any question for Anu Didi? All right, then we can conclude. Thank you all for joining. You have a wonderful weekend and a nice week. And we hope to see you next week again. Thank you all. Jai Shri Mataji.
Yes, Shimon.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Anu Didi, for the beautiful meditation.
Thank you.
Mataji, thank you again. It was beautiful vibration. God bless all of you. Have a nice week.
Thank you, Anu Auntie. It's so good to see you.
Thank you again.
Always.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. All right. And I hope no questions, right? Anyone has anything, please feel free to ask. It's totally fine.
I have a question.
Sure, Bhaiya, go ahead.
How to bring your attention to the spirit and make it enlightened?
Very, very good question.
Yeah.
So the attention is the liver. So just I'm Anu and I'm a doctor by profession and have been into Sage Yoga for almost like 15 or maybe more than 15 years now. So the attention, the liver actually is the seat where when the liver, detoxifies the rest of the body, it actually moves the lower Swadhisthana, both the left and the right, in a circular formation. And then actually what happens is it actually has the power to suck in your ego and superego and then let the Kundalini raise, with your spirit actually combining with the Kundalini. So that's how the movement happens for the liver. So we are all in a journey, not that I'm perfect. I'm not yet reached there, but I do understand the movement of liver because there used to be a time where my liver used to be very stuck, and that is why, I chose this talk because I feel this, I have listened to this talk like so many times, and every time I've listened to, I've understood there's something missing in me. So the understanding of the liver is chitta nirod. Chitta nirod means you have to withdraw yourself from those who fight, from those who create unpeaceful, environment. You have to give peace to others. So that's the outside part. The inside part is every person can have liver either from left nabi or from right nabi or from liver itself. So when it is coming from left nabi, it can be protein deficiency, it can be iron deficiency, it can be vitamin D deficiency. So there are some blood tests that one must every time get done, like ferritin levels. Ferritin is the iron, vitamin D, and along with that, the protein content. So every person, if is a sedentary lifestyle, should be having at least 30 grams of protein every day. I repeat, 30 grams of protein every day. And if you are active, athletic, please go up to 50 grams a day. So that keeps the left nabi very happy, and that keeps the attention very happy. And when left nabi and attention are very good, they automatically give power to the kundalini to raise, and you're not caught up in nonsensical dramas outside. So that's the power of the liver itself. Then coming to the right nabi, some people can have calcium problem, some people can have phosphorus problem. It's very hard to detect calcium and phosphorus. You only have to take the supplement, and then do you realize that, oh, by taking this, I am better. Milk, nowadays the milk that is there in the market is not a very good one. So I have discovered that A2 milk is very helpful, for the right navi, but don't drink too much. Drink only a little bit. If you are a person who has got uh, like a structure like me who's very heavy, then no milk because it will lead to weight gain. But if you're lean thin, then yes, milk. So these and greens. So in greens, dandelion really helps. Turmeric really helps. Then tabbouleh, Armenian people eat tabbouleh. Tabbouleh is a very good salad. It is made out of parsley, mint and cilantro, and you finely chop them, put olive oil and salt, and that big bowl of tabbouleh is actually cleansing for the entire liver and the entire swadhisthana, the right kidney and the left kidney. So the internal mechanism is this, and the external mechanism is chit nirodh. You have to withdraw yourself, withdraw your senses from nonsensical things, and you have to invest time in clearing. I hope this helps, Cheshtu Mataji.
Didi, that was really very helpful. Yes, Samir Bhair, please go ahead if you have any question.
Uh, it's thank you. I just understood that about the attention from left nabi, right nabi, or the liver itself. How do you go through it? Only is it by testing your blood or
Okay, so yes, ferritin can be tested in blood, vitamin D can be tested in blood. Calcium generally is normal in the blood because, our body mechanism knows, how to preserve calcium in the blood because the calcium has to flow to muscles, to brain, to heart, so therefore, no matter what, the calcium will be normal. So taking a calcium supplement if you're not drinking milk and buttermilk every day is a very good thing to do. I think everyone should have at least 1,000 milligram of calcium, and buy a calcium that has at least 250 milligram of magnesium and at least 40 milligrams of phosphorus. So that helps to stabilize the right nabi and then the liver. For the left nabi, these are the tests that one should have. If your hemoglobin is good, it doesn't mean that your iron level is good. You have to check it through ferritin. So ask your doctors to check ferritin, and that's how it stabilizes the left nabi. And of course, I'm bringing back ourselves. We may be eating a very healthy diet, but with a healthy diet, if we miss the greens, then the power of the prana, the life force, which Ayurveda also says, the prana is the life force that we get chlorophyll directly from the plants. So eating raw plants is very important because that provides the prana. And when prana goes into the liver, the prana helps the liver to actually become more activated. But the interesting thing is that if you are one of those, the ways Shrimataji is explained, that if you are misery person, then you will get on to more misery. If you are wanting to, if you take care of your inside, but you have not taken care of your outside by the physical withdrawal, the will willfully withdrawing your senses from nonsensical things, then this power that you're giving to your liver by food is going to make you more like that. Your ego will become, either if you're negative, it will become more negative. If you are on the saving side, then you become more saving. If you're smarter, then you become more smarter. It becomes more subtle. So your five senses withdrawal from outside is very important. And at the same time, bringing the right food in, bringing the balance to the left and the right navi and the liver is very important at the same time. But the five senses withdrawal is the key from outside, the will to withdraw.
Very nicely said, Didi. It's like what you eat is what you reflect, and it's always like a sound mind and a sound body. But yeah, Didi has shared almost everything scientifically, but one very sweet, natural thing that we can do is like if you really don't want to have a distracted attention, probably look out in the greenery, look out in the nature, because Mother
Yes.
Nature, ocean, water, sometimes, if you have a distracted attention, Shri Mataji has told in many speeches, like, you can just see the Mother Earth, the beauty of nature, and that will help you to just have, I won't say concentrated attention, but a penetrated attention.
Yes. Very right. Very right. Very true.
I have a question. When you, our, well, from what I understand, when you do food soaking, you don't do candling, but you did that today, doing both together.
Beautiful question.
Wonderful, Yannick. We both were talking about this, Anu Didi, yesterday. Please go ahead. Yannick, this
Okay.
was the same question even we had. Like, how are we doing candle, foot soak, left side, right side together? But Anu Didi has a beautiful explanation to it. So over to you, Didi.
Oh,
Okay.
wonderful. Thank you.
So, you see, our instrument is made of nadis and chakras. We now know very clearly, all of us feel vibrations. And even if we don't feel vibrations, we understand Sahaj Yoga mentally. Either of the thing is happening. That is why we all are together. Correct? We respond to Shrimataji. That's the main important thing. So, our nadi and chakra guides us as to what exactly needs to be done. So if you are having less vibrations on your left side, left hand, or the left side of the body, I used to feel more on my body, less on my hands. And recently, after cleansing and cleansing and cleansing, I feel now on the body as well as the hand. So my guiding principle was my body. So, whenever I would feel that, oh, I am deflecting like less energy, less, like I would feel like as if there's a vacuum on my left channel. I would literally feel that. For you, maybe it might be that you feel less vibrations on your left hand. Then you use candle on the left. So on the left means you are facing towards Shamatati and you have your left, candle on your left side and you have left hand towards the candle and the right hand on the Mother Earth. So this is one way to cleanse left. The other way to cleanse left is you have your candle on the right side. So each individual is very different. Some will clear their left channel through left side. Some will clear their left channel through right side. I have been getting clearance of my right channel, of my left channel through right side. I never used to get a response when I would keep a candle on my left. And I would always get a response when I would keep a candle on my right. So, you're meeting a different person altogether. But the understanding is in clarity. And what I'm trying to explain here is also in clarity with the understanding of my own vibrations. Okay, so that is about the left channel. The right channel can be cleansed either with, the hand towards the sky. It can be cleansed with the hand towards Mother Earth. So right channel can be done this way as well. So, you have right hand towards Shrimataji and you have, your left hand towards the sky. So some of us get our ego travels towards upper side, you know so when you feel that your ego is bloated, or you feel that there is, in fact, if you don't feel that, then if you put your hand towards the right, towards the ether, towards the sky, and you pray to Shrimataji, and your right side starts getting cleansed, and you feel, oh, there is better energy flow, that, it feels lighter and your kundalini comes up. Okay, so you feel lighter and your kundalini comes up. So that means you respond to ether more. But then there are some of us who have that cunning type, which is coming from the right Muladhara. The right Muladhara is when not in balance. We do all these things, we are very sharp. We try to outsmart ourselves. We try to outsmart the other human being who's in front of us, is coming from the right Muladhara. That's when you cleanse with your right hand towards Shumataji and left hand towards Mother Earth. So that's about the right and the left. I'm sure there are many other combinations that many other yogis know, but this is how what I have encountered. Now, when we come to void, void cleansing should always be done foot soak with candle, because it's the liver that is stuck. So whenever I would like to, I would have, heaviness in my void, I would go foot soak with the candle. Even cancer patients, foot soak with a candle, because it is the void and the ekadash, both. When it is back agya, you have to have candle at the back, and you have to have Shrimatiji's photograph and a candle in the front. So you have Shrimatiji's photograph, you have a candle lit in front of Shrimatiji, then you have a candle here in the front in the agya where you're looking at Shrimatiji, and you have a candle at the back as well. The other way to cleanse black agya, you go arti, we go left to right, or you go anti-clockwise. So at that time, you cannot have a candle because, you can only have one hand working. But these are the ways that you cleanse your subtle system. So it is a journey. Every person, may start from right and then become better at left, or may start at left and then become better at right, and then come to the central channel. And each person has a different sensitivity of all chakras. Not necessary that if someone is feeling one chakra, slowly over time you start feeling one and then you start feeling the other. I hope this helps to answer. Yes, foot soak with the candle can be done, and it should be done if it is in void. This is a big confusion amongst all yogis as well, but I don't think I have confusion being into the medical profession.
Thank you so much. I understand you're in Los Angeles, right?
Yes, I'm in Los Angeles.
We're in Los Angeles.
In Fullerton, Orange County.
Oh, in Fullerton. Orange County. So it's close to me. About an hour
Oh,
and a half.
wow.
Yes.
Oh, where are you?
I'm in San Diego.
Oh, Desh Mataji.
Mataji. I'll set up an appointment to see you.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you.
Wow, Didi, it's a small world. Just now, Yannick Didi was asking your number. Where are you placed? And you guys are neighbors.
It's such a
So,
pleasure.
yeah, Didi, one thing I wanted to ask, rest today agree that, void clearance both is fine, but you said also for cancer patient it should be candle with the water, right? But the thing is, cancer patient they already go through radiations and also will candle not emit more heat?
Yes. No, 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 no. So it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
These are very, very good questions. So radiation has actually heated up all the body. And your answer is absolutely in line with this, that, oh, we have gone through radiation, and then now what? So when you have got heated up, olive oil, coconut oil is very important. Greens is very important for for cancer patients who are going on chemotherapy, to take care of their cleansing, to take some Ayurvedic supplements, consulting with the Ayurvedic doctor as to what doshas need to be balanced according to their Vikruti as well as Prakruti, and then taking those supplements so that the doshas align and your healing happens. And when you're cleansing from outside, you have to eat healthy diet for those cells to replenish, so that when you are combining the fire and the water and you're sitting in front of Shrimataji, Shrimataji's vibrations actually help cleanse the body faster. So inside story has to be with oiling and greens. So this is a very important thing. That's why I said liver is greens and oils. So a tabbouleh with olive oil and salt and lemon is going to cleanse the liver beautifully. Drinking lemon water is going to cleanse the liver beautifully. Eating olive oil on food is going to cleanse the liver beautifully. Having a little bit low carb diet is going to help cleanse the liver beautifully. And all this is applicable to cancer patients as well. So when you foot soak, you must do candle as well. I had read, I have not been able to trace that letter that I had posted to me by one yogi, where Shamataji has written that letter to someone that you have cancer, sit in foot soak and do candle and bring your left and right down like that. So this is the letter that, was I received it, from some yogi. It was posted, but I've been trying to find it. I should have saved it. I was trying to find it. I couldn't. But at least that the thing was for me probably because I used to have a stuck liver and I had to go through a lot of cleansing. The things that I'm experiencing, sharing my experiences today with everybody is because of that I do have iron deficiency. So I checked my ferritin, that was low. I used to never eat chicken, being in a Banya family. And so protein was very low. That's why my left navi used to catch. And along with that, vitamin D. Now I take, 50,000 units once a week. And then also calcium and phosphorus and magnesium for my right navi. Because my liver probably is some scaras is genetic, not all right. So, it has been a journey for me to explore that and understand that. And I always combine foot soak with candle. And I've always received messages by letters or by, some way that, Shamataji has guided me. In fact, Shamataji came in my dream. And there
Wow.
was used to be a query for me that Shamataji, what should I do? Because I am not able to cleanse the way people are telling me. And she told in my dream, bring left like that, you know, 21 times, and then bring your Kundalini up, 21 times, and then do right like that. So I'll explain what is actually happening here and then bring the Kundalini up. So Shramadaji told in my dream, and I could not understand that until last maybe 2 years when my left and right have cleansed enough that I'm able to feel the right and the left channel better. But I feel that there's something not all right with my liver, and I worked hard over my diet. I worked hard over my cleansing over the liver, and now it moves. And the movement that I'm letting everybody know is that the liver moves and then takes the right swadhisthana and the left swadhisthana like that. And when actually it is moving, it is actually detoxifying, and there is a pull of the right channel and the left channel down. And that is how I understood that, oh my God, Srimataji came in my dream and taught me what I should do to cleanse, but I couldn't relate to it until now, since last 2 years.
Wow, Didi, wonderful. Thank you for sharing this beautiful experience. I'm getting like goosebumps. And that's a right combination, right, Didi? You're a doctor, so you have a scientific reasoning and you have a yogi. So that's like a perfect combination, I guess.
Yes, yes, I feel I'm blessed that way. Yes.
So Samir Bhaiya has a beautiful question. How to clear confusion?
Liver. As you follow this diet and you take care of your cleansing and you do chitta nirod, confusions will go away. You will be able to witness in clarity. It will take at least a year, and you will see that your confusions will become better. 100%.
Samir Bhaiya, what do you think? Basically, start
Uh,
having healthy diet.
yeah,
Greens,
thank you.
prana.
Green.
Prana, very important. Prana. Because what happens is when our yantra is not okay, the pairing of vibrations from Shrimataji doesn't happen very beautifully. So then you're losing, I feel that realization is only one lifetime. And I spend a lot of hours cleansing myself, lot of hours, because I have a stuck liver, and that stuck liver has caused a lot of problems to me. I've been egoistical in the past. I've been angry in the past. You know, I've been probably even not calculative, but outrightly oversmarting others. You know, as if people would feel that she thinks of herself too much. I mean, this has been my past. And I feel that if I share, will I be able to help out others also? That yes, there is a lot of hope and understanding that can come by experiencing your own self in truth and honesty, and then helping out others also in honesty. What is the use of telling that I'm a very good yogi? I mean, it gives no benefit to anybody. I am not a good yogi. I am striving hard to be one. And peering of Shamataji's, vibrations is very important, because I feel this is the only lifetime. I don't know what will happen next lifetime. So, work hard over your, cleansing, spend time to cleanse, sit with Shamataji. I have been sitting with Shamataji's feet for a very long time, many times. Many times in a day, I have to bring Shamataji's feet in front of me for me to become thoughtless, because my liver used to never be all right. Now it is much, much better. It moves, it responds, and I'm very thankful to Shamataji to guide me in such a sweet way, kind, loving way. So I hope that helps.
Thank
I
you.
have a quick question. I was told in Ayurvedic uh, not to eat raw vegetables, because for me, they said I should be cooking everything, not to eat it.
Beautiful. Beautiful, yes. So I am kapha. I don't know. I have completed my first year degree of Ayurveda just now. My final exam is next month. And I think I'm proficient enough to guide. So when you look at my face and you look at my hands, I am kapha. I am kapha pitta. My brain
Yes.
is pitta. And my, body structure is kapha. I have square hands and short fingers and, short, a
Yes.
neck and a square face, Oh, not square, like round face, big lips and broad nose, if you actually see. So I should be eating raw because I have more earth and water. But for yourself, if you are Vata person, then yes, go for cooked food. It is perfectly fine. But tabbouleh is going to be beautiful, because I feel that any Vata person is going to respond to that because you have oil on it. So it is a tri-doshic salad. It is going to be very friendly with Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, because all the three herbs, cilantro, mint, and parsley, are astringent, cooling. So it is tri-doshic, because when you add olive oil on it, it is no more light, and neither is it so heavy. Does that make sense?
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes
So I
sense.
tell only tabbouleh to eat raw. Rest of the foods, yes, if everybody starts facing us, maybe we'll be able to tell what to do. But it'll get very long, and
Yeah,
it
I
will.
am a Pitta Vata. I'm Pitta Vata.
So you're pitta
Yes.
vata, yes.
Yes.
So then it is going to be very, very nice for you.
Perfect. Thank you. And also, I've heard coconut oil can increase your cholesterol.
That is a very big misunderstanding. I did my training in ketogenic diet for mental health disorders, and American Heart Association has changed their guidelines. Coconut oil, cooking in butter, eating olive oil every day, provided you eat low carbs. You don't need many carbs. If you are sedentary, carbs are for those who work very hard, breaking stones, and pulling well out of the water. If they are the ones, then they should eat dense carbs. Otherwise, everybody should have small amount of rice every day, or quinoa every day, or these are the two, I feel, very healthy carbs, and at the same time, potatoes. So these, and sweet potatoes. These are the four very good carbs. You can have millets, very small amount, and then you add olive oil on your lentil. Add,
Yeah.
cook in butter. So, that's the way to go. It doesn't lead to bad cholesterol at all. In fact, I've worked with one of the yogis in India, and we did his diet for 3 months, and he has been taking 140 ml of oils every day because of his fatty constitution, to decrease that medas. We had to do that. I had to do that. And his cholesterol is beautiful numbers, because all that is being taken is being utilized by the body to form tissues. If you take fat and you take carb, roti and butter is not very good. But then little bit of rice with butter on it, ghee on it, or oil
Ghee,
on it
that's what I
is the way
use.
to
I
go.
use ghee.
Yeah.
I make my own ghee.
And coconut
Very
does not lead to high cholesterol. Please, this is a very big misnomer, misunderstanding. I have felt it on vibrations too. I take coconut oil in my tea every day. I put coconut oil 10 ml on my food every day. Please, everybody should do that. It
yeah.
protects against Alzheimer's. It keeps your right side very cool. It gives the liver this thing, the stability, the emotional intelligence comes from good fat. And good fat is the Shakti of God, Goddess Shrimataji, in us to protect our brains. So, I have personally experienced it and also studied it scientifically.
Thank
And
you.
Yani Didi, I would like to share one personal story. So I hail from south of India, and in South India, every cuisine will have coconut in it.
Yes,
And even raw coconuts and coconut oil. In fact, we make the cabbage vegetable in coconut oil. So my granny, she lived till 95 years of age, and till that year, but touch wood by grace of Shri Mataji, she never had a joint problem because her joints were very, very strong. And we still checked her cholesterol, and it was always good. And she used to have
yes,
coconut every day. We used to tell her, why you're putting every time coconut? But she used to make all her dishes with coconut oil. So it's a myth,
yes.
like Didi rightly said. In fact, coconut oil, olive oil, all these oils are really good for your muscular aches and everything. So Samir Bhaiya has another question. Is having medicines that are chemicals good for body?
Okay. So first of all, what are the medicines, And I personally feel that uh, it's a catch-22 situation.
Absolutely.
Like when I see somebody with an ear infection, I have to give antibiotics. Antibiotics are not good for void. They really hurt the immunity, but I have to give them. But then at the same time, I tell them, oh, please take probiotics for at least 1 year. So if once somebody got cancer, they have to go through chemotherapy. So that destroys the body a lot, subtle system a lot. But then, consulting somebody who's Ayurvedic or functional medicine can help you reheal. Then, if you are mentally not stable, then you have to take psychiatric medications. But then there are many diets that can help with your mental health symptoms as well. Ketogenic diet is one of them. It does have some side effects where your body does get depleted. So having multivitamins every day is a good thing, I feel. I do CoQ10 because I'm hypertensive.